All right, the next thing we're going to unbox is this cart made for the new welder that I just bought. Never owned a welder, never owned a welding cart. This will be the very first time. I chose this welding cart right here. Supposedly it's able to hold 350 pounds. My welder obviously doesn't weigh that much, but maybe a gas bottle does. Maybe I can fit more than one welder on here. I don't really know. But anyway, this is the box that showed up. Pretty hefty. 42 pounds is what it says. And I believe it. Maybe it's a little bit less than 42. But let's get to opening it. Yeah. Pretty solid cardboard. It's really well taped. Put a mile of tape on it, which I actually appreciate. So it comes with instructions and I guess warranty information. It's actually packaged really well. So there's zero damage to anything, even if the box looked a tiny bit rough on the outside. Here are the trays. Oh wow, they have very robust looking, let me see, nuts welded in there. Decent welds actually. This must be the lower shelf. No, this is the upper shelf. This is the one where I guess the welder would sit. Right, hence, and this is the relief cut for where the bottle would go. So this is definitely the upper. So here is the casters. Wow, these are heavy duty. They have ball bearings on both sides, so inner and outer ball bearings. This is a 8 by 1.75 tire. I don't actually think it's empty, I think it's just solid rubber. So 2 of these. This is part of the frame. Doesn't seem super heavy gauge, but heavy enough gauge, I guess. Once it's all locked together, it will self-support. Here's another part of the frame. I imagine the hardware. Yeah, I bet you this is hardware. Oh yeah. All right. Chains to keep. Here's the small casters that go on the opposite end of where these wheels are. So the wheels go under the end where the heavy bottle lives, which I guess makes sense, and then this goes to the front where the welder controls it. So all that makes sense as well. So a lot of these are just, again, this is to hold the bottom part of the bottle in. I do not have a bottle yet, by the way. I have some flux core wire that I'll probably practice on first. But as soon as I find a good place that will sell me a bottle and where refills are convenient. Okay. Honestly, I'm not sure what all these parts exactly where to go. I think it will become obvious when I start assembling it. This is a welding cart toolbox. I don't think any of you are going to be in there. Oh, nice. So this, I'm afraid to tip it out, but this is where all the hardware is for the assembly. And I guess I'll be able to repurpose this little box to keep things like welding tips in and cups and stuff like that. It seems like they would fit in there. So this is all of the assembly hardware. And then what remains in the box are just more part components. Let me get them all out. This is actually solid bar stock. Pretty hefty. Oh, this is of course the axle for where the bottle's going to sit on, so that explains why it has to be so stout. I totally get it now. This has handles on it on one end. It indicates to me that it will probably go on like this, so you can kind of march the whole thing around like a wheelbarrow, but we will find out shortly. I am also going to attempt to make a time lapse of me assembling this, so with a tiny bit of luck, maybe you guys get a last out of me trying to put this together. I might even look at the instructions, but we'll do that here shortly. This is the other side. And that is everything that's in this box. This is Second Wind Raceworks. I am building fast cars, a real workshop, and maybe even a second career. One project at a time. If you like seeing things get built instead of just talked about, you're in the right place.